Alright, Dan.
Do it with Dan?
Do it with Dan.
Do it with Dan?
Do it with Dan.
Do it with Dan?
Do it with Dan.
Do it with Dan.
Do it with Dan? Do it with Dan? Dan.
Dan. Dan. Dan.
Dan.
Dan.
Dan.
Dan.
Do it with Dan. Is there...
Hey puppy. Man, this light needs to turn like now. I might have done a hard acceleration slash wheelie past the cop. Hopefully, he didn't have his radar on and couldn't tell that I was doing a wheelie. Hopefully. Fingers crossed, boys. So by the title of this video, by the way, I'm gonna talk like this for some part of the video. You might be able to tell that I've sold my Honda Grom. I sold my 2015 Honda Grom. It had approximately 436 miles on it in brand new condition. One of the reasons why I sold it is because it had approximately 436 miles. As you could tell by the mileage, I barely rode the fuck. I came for the fisting, but I really wanted to tap that ass. Gilbert Gottfried, anybody? No? I was the parrot from Aladdin. I have no idea if that's good or not, but it sounds funny to me, so fuck you. Yeah, I basically got tired of my Grom. I didn't ride it at all, and where I'm living now is extremely, like, close, and everything's really fast-paced, and, like, fucking people driving, like, 65 and 40s and stuff like that. So I can't even keep up on my Grom, and I wasn't riding it at all, even where I used to live where I could ride it. So, you know, I decided that was a $100 a month payment that I didn't want to pay anymore. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna stop that shit. I'm no longer gonna pay that payment. Could you please fist my ass? Fist me, daddy! Oh, God, that sounds awful. So I'm on the way to the gym, like normal. I'm just taking a different route because I figured I'd give you guys some new scenery. Let's get a move on, old timer! I'll follow you home and fist your asshole. So it just wasn't getting rid, and I'm, you know, I feel bad about owning a motorcycle that doesn't hardly ever get rid. The only reason I don't ride the Magna very much is because I can't keep the fucker on. It seems like every time that I go to ride the motherfucker, something breaks on it. By the way, I still have no idea why the battery's dead. I tried to start it today and it started to turn over. So I'm guessing that the battery was maybe just bad and it actually charged. I have no fucking clue. So my dad, right? I told the story about how, like, it's like I'm gay, question mark, that story where I was worried that my dad might have thought I was gay when I was younger. I guess he works with this guy. Like at his job, there's a guy that watches my videos, and he'll go and tell like my dad every now and again something funny he sees in my videos, or maybe he hates my videos. I have no idea. So he'll go to my dad and be like, hey dude, your son told you about this story on the internet today, and my dad's like, yeah, well, you know, that's my son. A little backstory behind that, in case you don't know, my dad, neither one of my parents watch my videos. It's not that they don't like what I do, they just think it's, you know, it's my private thing. They're like, you know what, Dan? They call me Danny. Unless I'm in trouble, then it's Daniel. But my dad will call me up and be like, so, yeah, this guy at work told me this story about you today. And I'm like, yeah, awesome. I don't know how to take it. If I should, what is up with this fucking floor? I guess they're about to lay some new concrete. And I think it sticks better. If that's the way it works, like with paint and sandpaper and shit. I agreed to the fisting, but I really wanted to claim that ass. Caution, horse crossing, what the fuck? So yeah, every now and again I'll get a phone call from my dad telling me about how he thought that the story was wildly inappropriate and also funny. That's the only part that matters. Were you not entertained? Fist me, daddy! I hope you guys aren't like totally butthurt at the fact that I got rid of the Grom. I just wasn't riding it, and it was just sitting there costing me money to like have it, you know, and insurance on it was hell of expensive. Because for two reasons, you know, I know you guys are like, hell of expensive, what am I, fucking gay? But it was expensive for me because one, of my driving history, and two, it was the only bike I have like fully covered, and three, it was so new. So yes, because of those three conditions, that bike cost me more a month to insure than this CBR 1000 does. Both the Magna and the CBR 1000 combined cost 150 bucks to insure. That bike alone was like 250 bucks. 250 bucks a year for full coverage on a motorcycle, and it's not bad. It is a 125. Tomatoes? There's nobody garden those. I could just garden those. Like a garden. I'm so fucking lonely. So yeah, I posted up on Craigslist. Thankfully, nobody saw my ad that he was a total dick and like reported it or anything like that. You know, it was basically just like, hey, here's a brand new Honda Grom for super cheap. And when I say reported, I mean like they didn't like share their friends and be like, hey, this is Do It with Dan's phone number, give it a call. I guess I'm just gonna do this voice randomly throughout the video today. While simultaneously selling the Grom, I made a big boy purchase. For some of you guys who don't know, I make videos for this gun company, Civilian Force Arms. We do firearm videos and stuff like that a lot, and they're hella cool. Action-y videos. A lot of people would like, I think a couple people called it cringeworthy, I guess maybe because of the acting. These guys aren't actors, they're fucking gun nuts who have guns that, you know, want to improve their skill set as far as acting goes. Maybe it was the acting. If you guys watch it, don't be total dicks about it, you know. I do these videos for the company, and as long as the visuals and camera angles and shit look good, that's all I really care about. As long as the video itself like looks good graphically, because, you know, I do all the recording and I do all the editing for it. And in turn, they pay me in money and guns. So it's hard to really beat that. So links for that are in the description if you want to check that out. But I plan on doing a lot more of these, and I plan on really getting better at it. So I've been wanting a nice camera for a while. So I finally nutted up and bought myself a camera. I got a Blackmagic Mini 4K. And the thing was on back order from every place. And I finally found one place that had it and snagged it. And I got it. It's not at the house yet. I plan on, well, as soon as it shows up, I'm gonna make an unboxing video and shit like that just to show you guys about it, because I've never been this excited for like something to get to my house. I may not be super like savvy with cameras, but I absolutely love playing with them and recording shit. So that first day I get it, it's gonna be nothing but me making like awesome just fuck around videos and learning how to use it. So that's what I'll probably do, is I'll take it out and I'll go around town with it and fuck around and make videos, you know? And yeah, that's basically what I'm gonna do with that camera. So I'm really excited to get this shit because it's a fucking expensive camera. I spent $3 fucking grand on it. Well, like $3,500. And that's totally unrelated to why I sold the Grom. I didn't sell it to pay for the fucking camera. I have the money for that. I've actually just been wanting to sell the Grom for a while, but you guys don't know that. I guess. I've mentioned it a couple times. Oh, is that a Porsche? That's that fucking Carrera or whatever it's called. The fucking, I'm rich, but I also am a father. I definitely like that back road, though. It takes way longer to get to the gym that way, but it's like twisty and shit, and hopefully the gym's not just packed full of assholes. That's one of the reasons why I don't like going to the gym late. I was gonna try to holler at this girl, but she's smoking. I don't find that attractive. Oh, you're pretty cute, though. You're pretty alright. What's up, girl? We'll go for a ride? I'll fucking take you for a ride. And then we can ride the bike, too. But the only thing you need to be smoking is fucking dick. I also considered selling the CBR for a little while. Maybe getting a Gixxer 1000, and I'm not fucking joking. I'm being dead serious about that, but I decided to buy a camera instead of buying a motorcycle. Forgot to buckle my helmet, because I'm a dumbass. Hot damn. All right. Good God. That looks fucking funky fresh. Is that an M4 or an M3? I have no idea. All right, man, that looks fucking sick. It almost makes me miss my fucking BM scrub. Shut your whore mouth, Siri! I'm not gonna turn every right turn I fucking see, you piece of shit. Siri, you're a whore. So I'm sure a lot of people now, according to my fucking Instagram comments, are wondering, hey Dan, you know, you're selling the Grom. I was gonna buy a Grom. I don't know what you're doing anymore. I fucking can't make decisions on my own. Like, I'm just kidding around with you guys, but yeah. And you know, don't let my opinions influence me. You see people like Jake, the Garden Snake, fucking love the Grom. There's lots of people, Fooligan, loves the Grom. And I don't have anything against it, it just wasn't for me. There's a lot of bikes in this world that aren't for everybody. And it just wasn't for me. It's not what I wanted out of a bike. I should have just got a Supermoto instead of spending, you know, $4,000 on a Grom new, whatever, however much they cost. I think $3,000, I don't know. I got it for a really good deal. Matter of fact, I almost made money on it, so I don't feel that bad about it. I'm sweating real good. Oh, shut up, Fitbit. You think that I'm walking right now, but truth is that I'm not. I'm just riding a motorcycle. Truth is, I don't think the Grom is a bad bike. It was good for what it was. I didn't use it the way I thought I was gonna use it. I mean, I know it's only a 125, but I figured it would be a little bit more get up and go, and I should have known better, but I didn't. I know a lot of people are gonna wonder if I sold it to a subscriber or not. And no, I didn't. The guy didn't even know who I was, which is awesome. I wanted it to be like that. For several reasons. One is because he met me at my house, and two, it's because you know, I didn't feel bad about, you know, selling it to someone, because The bike is in perfectly fine condition when I sold it, but who knows? He could take it home, start it up, and it explode. There is the possibility of that. It can happen. And then I'd feel bad if like a subscriber was all like, Dan sold me his bike, but then it blew up because he doesn't like his fans and he doesn't take care of his stuff. So, you know, I didn't want that to happen. America. It'd be like me selling this bike to a fan, which, like I said, I've actually considered selling this bike just to move up, like, to a newer bike. Honda has been consistently making the same shit since like 2008. I mean, people are gonna say it's been longer than that, but really, if you look at all the bikes since 2008, which is this model, all the way to 2016, I mean, the bikes are exactly the same almost. There's very slight differences in the motor and very slight differences in the body style, but it's basically the same fucking bike. And that's just another reason why I'm not interested in buying another Honda leader bike. Until they change it. I've seen some concepts for the new 1000. Oh shit. For the new 1000, and they look fucking dope. Boom, dope. I'm just not so sure, you know, until I see proof like, hey dude, you can go down to the fucking dealership tomorrow. Until I can say, hey, I can go down to the dealership and buy one of these tomorrow, I'm not gonna buy it. And I'm actually considering a Gixxer just because I like the way they look from like the 2012 and up, I think is the year model. Someone can correct me in the comments, go for it. Tell me I'm wrong or right or whatever, I don't really care. I don't read the comments anyway. Oh man, roller coaster ride, hands up. Whee! 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 Alright, enough of this shit. I'd rather go faster. So yeah, I'm actually looking at the newer-ish GSXRs. And not the ZX-10Rs. I'm not really interested in the ZX-10Rs. And I know my fucking Cowie fans are gonna be all butthurt about it. Like, Dan, why do you like the fucking new Cowie sexy fan? Why you like the new ZX-10Rs? Baker got his ZX-10R. You should get his ZX-10R. You could be a brother with Baker, fucking suck his dick. Then you can ride his dick and you can go all over the place. And you guys can be fucking gay together. Yeah, is that what you want? Huh? Me and Baker to be gay with each other? Honestly, I don't like the way the ZX-10s are. Like, I don't like the way Kawasaki's look. I just don't like the way they look. And, you know, to be honest and 100% fair, almost all of the leader bikes in today's world perform the exact same way, pretty much. I mean, like, the difference is with the BMW S1000 RRs, which have about 30 to 40 more wheel horsepower than this bike does, and like the H2s and the H2Rs and all that shit, and the Hayabusas, you know? So those are like the only bikes that are really faster than most leader bikes. And then there's gonna be the comment wars that say, but Dan, oh, the fucking Gixxers are way faster than CBRs, or the GX10s are way faster than CBRs, which just isn't true. I mean, you can be brand loyal all day long, that's totally fine, but to watch all the racing videos out there and say that, oh, the R1s are faster than 1000s, when I personally have videos of me walking an R1, or the ZX-10R is slower, when there's a billion videos of every bike walking a ZX-10R, or, you know, vice versa. I mean, like I said, almost all the leader bikes, excluding one or two super bikes, perform this much margin of each other. So truth is, I'm not really going for any particular brand because of performance. I'm going to a particular brand because I like the way it looks. I don't need 40 more wheel horsepower. What am I, fucking gay? So there's no point in me getting anything that's like super big. So it's basically just about what I like, and like as far as the way I look. And I don't like the way the Hayabusas look all that much, and I definitely don't like the way ZX-14s look. So it's all about physical preference. So really the only other bike that I'd be interested in is, I think, is a GSXR 1000, specifically because of the way they look. And to deny that all leader bikes perform within this much of a margin of each other is just plain ignorance. I don't say that the Grom is a bad bike, it just wasn't for me.